Hey guys, Mr. Wise364 here. Sorry about the really long wait on the video. I know it's been about 2 weeks. I've been sick and work's been really killing me. So what I'm going to try to do is release a video once to twice a week, preferably twice. Maybe, sometimes throw a third video in there. Look for them usually on Sundays because that's my definite day off, and then Mondays is my secondary day off, which is kind of optional. So what we're going to do today is PvP inside the top 100 and talking about how to get a team worthwhile in the top 100, something that will maybe win you a few defenses up there and what you can do to stay up there to compete with everybody else that is up there. What is this event that's going on right now? Some of them you can click on. I guess this one you cannot. Alright. So we're going to go into it right now. As you see, 1 and 2, 5 for 5, so I can do 5 attacks right now. So first we're going to talk about the team composition that you should put together to be able to compete with the top 100. If you want to go perfect attack, make a perfect attack team. Usually it benefits. I've seen a lot of teams using 3 perfect attack people, 2, which is what I use, this is my normal team. I use Arika and I use Lulu. If I had a Bard, I would definitely use him because that would put my perfect attack power at over 600. It's negated in PvP, but it's still a very, very good amount. So this is the team composition I have right now. Deep V Joe doesn't give as much perfect attack power, I believe, as Rika, or if he does, it's a little bit more or even, but he's not as powerful to me as Rika is. So first things first is a normal thing you guys should all know is to have 6 stars in your normal defense team and your normal attack team. And a full 6-star team, worry about getting a pretty good, decent team before awakening anybody, or you can start limit breaking people, of course, but I wouldn't evolve anybody unless it's a Lee the Monk, Kiki, DD for water, or Arya, or story hero type characters. Because if you're going to start leveling up people that don't really matter, who aren't that good, they're only like a B or C type hero, but you can get them to 6 stars, it's not going to benefit you in the long run. In the long run, it's going to take you a lot longer to get a team that is good in the long run for you as well than it will be if you wait a little bit, get the right characters, and then evolve them. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit. Second is to get everybody to +5. 6-star all-around +5 team, all level 30, is still better than, crappy heroes that aren't +5, but limit broken to 60. Granted, limit breaking is down the road in this, but your first tasks are getting the 6 stars and then also getting them the +5. After +5, my next recommendation is, if you can't limit break them at that time, is ruins. As long as you have at least +7 5-star ruins, you're doing alright. Of course, the difference is a +7 6-star ruin 1700 versus a +7 5-star ruin only 1100. It's a pretty big difference all around. But as long as you have +7 5-star ruins, you're heading in the right direction. As you see, my Lee the Monk, he's got 3 of them. One of them right there, as you see, is not that great. The 1700 one is the middle of the line, and he has a 1900. So, if I can eventually replace the middle one, I will, and it will be nice. As you can see, a few of them have at least 1. I can't find an attack one for Rika yet. Working on it. Ruins, I understand, are very hard to level up, and as you guys seen in one of my videos, sometimes I've spent 2 million just to level them up to 6 stars. It's an expensive process. And don't hate on my Lulu right now. I'm working on what I want to do with her ruin wise. I don't want to just place ruins in there that I'm not really gonna like. So I'm working on that right now. As you see, these are my extra 6-star ruins. I have 3 crit, 4 HP, and 2 wood. What I'm probably going to do with Lulu eventually is throw a crit in there, a wood, and an HP. Because I'm not really worried about her staying alive too long. I could care less if she dies, really. The crit would help my perfect attack power, and the wood damage just helps additional damage. You never know. And I'm not giving her attack because I need somebody else with attack, which is Rika. And as you see, these 2 wood ruins. That one's probably the 1700 ruin, which would be nice for my lead. I'm not really worried about 200 wood damage. After that, after you do your ruins to at least 5, and then working on them to 7, then of course limit break your team. If you have a good team, good characters, try to limit break them. If they're story characters, don't rely on limit breaking them too much because it's going to be a really hard process. Unless it's tanks, Camelot, or Samurai. Samurai you can get quite often for a story hero. For a story hero, as you hear me say. Quite often for a story hero is still a low percentage, but it's doable. Now if you get a Caden and you're trying to limit break them to 60, you might be playing the game for like 3 or 4 years, because I doubt you're ever going to get him to 60. Granted, I haven't found one yet anyway, but getting him to 60 is a whole nother. If you get lucky enough to do that, by all means. So I'm going to make 4 or 5 videos of good characters, going down each list. I'm going to do wood, attack, story. Even though most of the story are good, they're not all great for PvP, and etc. Fire, wood, water. So right now we're going to go back into PvP. Hopefully that helped you guys out. So remember, order is 6-star team, +5, ruins, and limit breaking. And just always make sure you have a good team. Make sure they benefit each other, or you're hitting all areas. My team is a perfect attack team with all elements. Rika has my attack, with Lulu's a little bit of attack as well. She's nothing too good on that part, but she's for the perfect attack power. I have water, grass, and fire. So if you have any questions about that, just don't be afraid to shoot me some comments. I'll try to answer your questions as much as possible. So as you see right now, I'm in 67th. The last 2 weeks I have been in the top 100. If you guys check your list, I'm on global server. Last week I did my last 5 attacks at 6 a.m. so eventually I fell down a little bit. I was about 80th or 75th, give or take, and then I fell down to 93 by time of the reset. The highest I've been so far is, I believe, 80 was the week before. So this week we are shooting for a little bit better. So I still do the same thing, top 3. Not really worried about additional MP. My team's not really based off an MP super skill team. So this team right here, I'm going to try to focus Clara first. Which I'm only going to be able to get a 3 chain off. So we will see how much damage we can do to her first, which is not a great amount. I'll unfocus her if I freeze her. If I freeze her, I'll unfocus her and just do damage to everybody, but since I did not, I'm going to focus her. Did not kill her, got her very close, so I know next time I do not have to focus her. Good thing is his perfect attack's only a 2. Still hurt. Now even my team, I'm not guaranteed to win. It's pretty hard to win up here. So even if you have a fully limit broken team, you are still, which my team is not fully limit broken, but you still have chances to lose. So what I'm going to try to do here, even with that Lee attack, this might be a loss here, unless I get a crit. I did not get a crit. You see her health right now, though? Oh, man, that's ridiculous. Because she's going to kill me. But that was a good shot. Good attempt. You win some, you lose some. And everybody's attacking me right now for no reason. I don't get it. I'll select the top teams. He does not have a healer. I like attacking teams with no healers because on defense, if you don't really have a healer, if I get a good chain off, there's nothing you can really do to stop me. Right now I'm going to go with the 4 chain. Focus Lee. Usually I focus Lee first if they don't have a healer. Main reason being is my Arya is very strong, and if, you know, they don't have a grass, she's probably not really going to get taken out too fast. So this time I'm going to get a 5. I'm going to take out the Kung Fu girl. Being that she's pretty strong, story hero, and she's just, her super skill will take anybody out in one shot, which she was on the verge of using next attack if she went before the other characters. This one's going to be another 5-star. I'm going to go with tanks first, if he's even alive anymore, and there you go. Nice little win there. It looks like I got attacked again. Possibly. Nope. My range is normally, I haven't been playing as much as I'd like to, but it's usually about 1500 to 1550. Sometimes downwards to 1450, depending on my streaks. Now, to get into the top, 40 or 50, you're going to have to break 1700, which I'm not at that point yet. So this one, he has no healer. I'm only really going to get a 3 chain off. So I'm just going to let my chain do its thing. If I get a crit, did not get a crit, but still took out 3 of his characters. And he did not get a 3 chain off. He only got a 2 chain off with no perfect attack helping him. Pretty simple for me on this one. I get a 5 chain right here. I'm going to focus Caden first because of his super attack. He's the only one left anyway. So that's really what you guys have to look for when you're PvPing up here. Who's going to get a super attack off soon, or whose super attack is powerful? Caden, always focus him either the first or second round if they do not have a healer. Excuse me. Always focus a healer first, because if you focus anybody else and that healer gets that res off, you're just playing your chances at that point. You're probably going to lose that game. So this one, he has a Caden and he has a healer. I'm going healer first. Sometimes you get lucky and you get, like right now I only got a 50, but sometimes you get 150 and you get a 5 chain. The healer's probably going to die even before you get your attack off. But sometimes, you guys know this game by now, it's the luck of the draw. The game gives you whatever it wants to give you. Up and around. Make sure she's going to die. Everybody else is weakened pretty well. He's going to get at least a 3 chain off here. I don't think his 3 chain's going to hurt me too bad. Did some good damage. I'll take it though. Nothing great. Make sure I can get what I want off before I actually do it. So there's Lee's super skill. This one should be another easy victory, as Caden's low in health. And we're getting a 3 chain off. Caden down, Lulu down, Samurai down. So there's another win. As you guys see, my placement right now is 60th, and that's with a loss. So if I didn't lose and I got attacked while making this video as well, we're going with the bottom team again. The bottom team beat me my first attack. Another thing about being up here, you're going to face the same opponents over and over and over and over again. So you can work out strategies basically for each team that you are facing. Go with Rika, and we'll go with. Good thing about this, Claire is definitely going to die on the first attempt this time. When she is frozen, she can still revive, so don't just think because she's frozen that you can go kill somebody else. Make sure she dies relatively first, because she will still revive people. I learned that the hard way. So hopefully my mistake is your gain, and I definitely didn't mean to do that, so hopefully we still win this one. That was pretty bad. Dropped the ball on that one. Which kind of works out in my favor, because you never want just one character left. If there's just one character left, it's kind of a bad thing, because they do a lot of damage for some reason when there's one left, because he's, especially if it's one doing just the 80% attack. So hopefully right here, definitely taking him out. So sometimes you gotta get lucky in the top. Even sometimes you make a mistake, you can still win. So there we go, 15-11. Hopefully I can keep it up throughout the week, get a little bit higher. 48th right now in global server ranking. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Sorry for the wait. Don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Ask me any questions you want. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.